Hey guys, Coach B, Becca Marino, coming to you from Fitness Inspiration Inc. in Memphis, Tennessee, with our latest Get in Your Mind Right mental rep video blog of the week. If this is your first time tuning in, hey, and thanks for watching these Getting Your Mind Right video blogs. And FYI, we want to close that gap between where we are today and where we want to be. So we believe that we have to train and condition, that mental, that internal self, mental, emotional, and spiritual self, as much, if not more, than the physical, pumping it out in the weight room. So each week, I just try to highlight or talk about an idea or a practice, something that's going to help us whip our mindset into better shape. Awesome. This week's title is 7 Key Practices of Folks Succeeding in Life with a Happy Heart and Positively Contagious Attitude. And on that, I'm going to open with the quote by Viktor Frankl, which is, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way." Awesome. So these 7 practices, I also kind of think of as 7 attitudes, all right? So here we go. Oh, and by the way, I saved the best ones for last. So, number 1, self-care. I think we all pretty much know what that is taking care of ourselves. And what I feel like I've kind of noticed is, we're growing up, we're kids, we're in our teens. Who's it all about? It's all about us. We become an adult, and then it's all about everybody else. And we put ourselves on the back burner. And that is not healthy. All right. So self-care is practice number 1. And here's one exercise or one way you can start to develop a better self-care routine. And it's by creating an absolute no list. So what that means is, knowing what you don't want is just as important as what you do. So to create this list, you're going to think about things that you don't tolerate, things that you refuse to have in your life. So the ultimate goal is to create a list that makes you feel safe, protected, taken care of, and free to be your best self. A couple of examples of things that could go on there, like I will not be on my cell phone while I'm having dinner with my family. I will not miss a workout. Not rushing. Not participating in gossip. And not keeping anything you don't need or love. So those are just a few of the items that might go on someone's self-care absolutely not list. All right, number 2, self-awareness. And what I mean specifically is focusing on the self-awareness we have when it comes to our health and fitness, wellness, lifestyle habits. For example, if we know that working out at night, it energizes and keeps us up, and then we don't go to bed at a decent hour, or our quality of sleep stinks, don't do it. Find a way to get it in a different time. Or if we know that packing a snack and taking it to work sets us up for better success, and we don't go to the vending machines and eat the crap, or we don't just not have snacks all day altogether, then do it. So develop that awareness. Know what is working for you, what isn't, what is helping you, and what's holding you back. And then apply that to your routine, and so that you can be successful in taking care of yourself and getting your fitness on and making sure we're making nourishing choices and having great quality of sleep. All right. So number 2, self-awareness. Number 3, self-discipline. Cool thing about this, self-discipline is just like a muscle, guys. And the more we take action and do things that we necessarily don't feel like doing because we know we should, or because it's good for us, that muscle becomes stronger. And then it takes less of a focused effort, and it's more of a natural tendency. Very cool. With this, I just have a quote to share, and that is, "The cost of regret far exceeds the price of discipline. The cost of regret far exceeds the price of discipline." Number 4, positive self-talk. The practice of that. And what I mean is being your own biggest cheerleader. All right? Being your own biggest cheerleader. When it's easy, when it's hard, keep your self-talk positive. You got this. This is hard right now. It sucks, but I know I can do it. I'm going to stay positive. I'm going to do my best. I will get through this no matter what. All right. So whatever resonates with you, whatever statements, mantras, positive beliefs, and self-talk. All right. Number 5, gratitude power pausing. What does that mean? It means setting aside and designating time each day to say thank you for at least a few of the things that you're grateful for. And we all have a million things to be grateful for. I think it's crucial that we include saying thank you for every day for at least one thing when it comes to our body. So many of us criticize or feel like we got to fix this. We don't appreciate this. Why couldn't I, look like this? Why do I have to feel like this? Why does this hurt? Why? Focus on at least one thing that you are thankful for when it comes to your body. All right? That you can hug another human being, that you can receive a hug, that you can drive your booty to the job that you love, that you get to go sit and watch your kids play in a game. There are so many things. Make sure at least one of them in your gratitude pause is going to be about your body and what it does for you. All right? And every single day. And then when life is really hard, I encourage you to spend more time taking a pause, for your gratitude. Every morning, the first thing I do is wake up and say thank you for the fact that I woke up, that I am a free woman, that I get to go to a job that I love, and that I have great health. So sometimes it can be routine. As long as it's coming from here, it qualifies. Other times, throw in various things, different things, all right? Number 6, self-compassion, all right? The practice of self-compassion. What does that mean? Awesome question. I'm going to read from a book called True Refuge by Tara Brach. Self-compassion in a nutshell, guys, it's just being sweet to ourselves. We're so critical. We're so hard on ourselves. We do something wrong. We mess up. We fail. And we beat ourselves down. It is important for to have positive pressure and to hold ourselves accountable and to be responsible. But there's a difference between that and being critical, all right, and so hard on ourselves, which so many of us are. So self-compassion, being sweet. Self-compassion begins to naturally arise in the moments that we recognize we are suffering. It comes into fullness as we intentionally nourish our inner life with self-care. To do this, try to sense what the wounded, frightened, or hurting place inside you most needs, and then offer some gesture of active care that might address this need. Does it need a message of reassurance, of forgiveness, of companionship, of love? Experiment and see which intentional gesture of kindness most helps to comfort, soften, or open your heart. It might be the mental whisper, I'm here for you, I'm sorry and I love you, it's not your fault, or trust in your goodness. All right? So that is the more defined and elaborate definition of self-compassion, and actually some ways that you can develop that for yourself. And this too will be like a muscle that will get stronger as you continue to try to have more self-compassion. All right, and the last one, my favorite, loving kindness, the practice of loving kindness. So I'm going to start by telling you what I believe that is not. What loving kindness is not is going through life with a negative bias. And what that means is always looking for what's wrong, always seeing what's wrong in others, right? It is not using God or religion to judge others or to justify taking actions that cause pain and suffering to fellow human beings. That is what loving kindness is not. What it is, recognizing the good in others, those who are closest to you, those you have a difficult relationship with. It's mindfulness and heartfulness. It's recognizing, witnessing, holding with compassion. It's remembering that we all have a story, remaining aware of the fact that we all want to be happy. No one wants to suffer or to be in pain, and that life matters to each of us. This is probably the most important practice right here. Loving kindness. Y'all, like I've been saying a lot, life is short. It is precious. It's a beautiful gift. Judging other people, looking for the bad, looking for what's going to happen next, and catastrophizing is not going to help us get the most out of life. And we are all human beings. We bleed, we have hearts, we have souls. No one is better than the other. Go try to be more loving, try to be more kind and less judgmental. See the good in yourself. Take care of you first. Self-care, self-compassion. And then that is going to give you the capacity and allow you to have more of the ability to do the same for others. If we aren't happy with ourselves, if we aren't taking care of ourselves, we don't feel good. We don't feel good on the inside. We don't feel good in our own skin. That's going to make it difficult for us to show compassion and loving kindness to others. All right, so please start with yourself and see the good in everybody, because there is good. We all have our own story. Everyone in one way, shape, or form is in pain. We have all had needs that were not met at some point in our life and may carry that with us, okay? So be gentle with yourself and with others. Whew. Hopefully something in today's video resonated with you. I would love to hear your feedback or connect with you, so feel free to reach out on Facebook or email coachbecca@icloud.com. I will be back next week, but between now and then, believe it, bring it, and achieve it. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.